2 days until the Breeders' Cup. So I've been studying my pitch on how I'm going to sell the specialty drinks. But then I listened to like a presentation someone gave. Do you know Amazon has been in business for over 25 years? I totally forgot. I remember when I was back in college, Amazon started off selling books. It was just an alternative to just sell cheaper books instead of you spending the usual $125, $150 per book. Then I just also remember, back when I was in college, my friend had that first, his name Jimmy was my best friend, had the first Macintosh computer where you put the little disc in. Remember, they used to have something called a disc where you put it in a computer. It wasn't the floppy disk. It was the one you actually put the square disc into its computer. Apple has been in business for 25 years, and I remember how Steve Jobs actually got fired from the company originally because he had a conflict with the president of the company. Then he eventually came back, but that was only after Apple bought one of the companies that he had started and worked for and thought they could integrate into Apple to make it more successful. And I was like feeling sorry for myself. Man, it's been like 4 years I've been trying to get this promotion and my business has not really been booming. Feeling sorry for myself. And then I realized, you know what? When you want to get rich and make big money, nothing's going to happen overnight. Because I remember when I lived through like the dot-com boom, and I should have remembered those businesses that I thought were going to be successful. There was like one with the little puppet hand thing. That was one business. Now they're out of business. And I should have remembered like all those dot-com businesses that are now out of business. So as I get ready for the Breeders' Cup, I'm going to be going to people I'm going to be able to go serve people a tape. They spent like $1,000 per table. And I'm going to have the opportunity to serve 30 of those tables. So you say 30 times 1,000. So that's $30,000. So I'm going to be able to get $30,000 worth of knowledge from each table in over 2 days. I only make $70,000 a year. So that means in 2 days, I'm going to basically get equivalent of my salary. So you think I'll be able to take something away from those tables to help myself out? Hey, do you think I can maybe accelerate the process like Amazon? They're in business for 25 years. Apple was in business for 30 years. Do you think I can maybe learn something? I'm going to basically have the opportunity to like accelerate my learning. So I'm like, okay, starting to feel a little better. Still going to apply for the positions and maybe get promoted or not. I still got to go door to door with my business, marketing to people saying, hey, my name is Martin. What can I do to help your business out? But I have to realize, if you're going to build something that lasts, like an Amazon, like all their warehouses are everywhere. I remember there was no such thing. Amazon made working in a warehouse cool. And they're employing all these young people who are able to get jobs after the great 2008 recession, I realized. So I'm like, okay, I got to be like Amazon. So that means what do they have in common? You just have to stick to it, man. When it comes to money and capitalism, you've got to learn how to sell, and basically you got to learn how to fail. Anything you do, you're going to come up a little bit short. I think back on my engineering exam. It took me over 7 years to pass that exam. Now that you have it, and like what I was thinking about, why did I want to pass it? First time was for status, but hey, you got a little extra money. I think it was an extra 20 to 15% on your salary, which is why I took the test. So now I'm like, I look back on it, you forget about those hard times that you've gone through. And I should have also remembered there was a time where I was in a hospital for over 2 months in an intensive care unit. When you're in an intensive care unit for over 2 months, basically you're going to die, man. I almost died of having a poison go to my brain. I had to have surgery through my mouth, through my chest to get down there to take all the poisonous fluid out. Forgot all that. So I got a little bit lazy. I'm thinking, hey, man, so I should just because I have a salary, I should just rush out and get myself a BMW or a Mercedes or a Tesla. Hey, thinking about Teslas, Musk has been working on that car for years. The company is still losing money. Uber still losing money. But the only reason they stay in business is they show up every day. Hey, I got to lay people off. Hey, I got to remodify my strategies. Hey, I got to sell a certain amount of my portion to my company to other people. But they still keep going. And that's what I had to remind myself. I'm going to this Breeders' Cup thing because I want to learn what can I do to help me keep going so I can get to that next level with my business. I've made about $5,000 a month. I want to make $10,000 a month. Only way to double it is to go to people who are moving faster than me, for me to shut up, listen to them. Hey, just like as I listen to them, see what kind of advice I can pick up from the table from them. What are some strategies I can use? So as I head toward the breeder cups, I'm looking at it as an opportunity. A tip, $100 tip is nothing. They paid $1,000 for the table. I need to learn, hey, what kind of person spends $1,000 at a table? What can I learn from them? So that's why I'm going to this event. And I also realized, don't look for there's nothing in life is free. Amazon should have taught me that. They've been in business for 25 years. Should have remembered Steve Jobs. I should remember that when I was in college. Steve Jobs had to switch over to the iPhone to sell the company. And then he had to sell. He had to go on sales stage and sell the product, even as he was dying of cancer. It lets you know how important sales is. And now you have the T-Mobile guy who tried to imitate Steve Jobs' relaxed style. You have the person at Microsoft who goes around like he's trying to be more instead of like, I may be the president, but hey, I need your help. That lets you know, like in any profession, no matter how big you are, like if you really want to make your business go big, you got to always be selling, learn how to sell, learn new sales skills, and just like always be serving. What Steve Jobs taught you and what you ever learned from Jeff Bezos is this: you got to just always just keep reinventing yourself, keep expanding. And then as you expand, you eventually get to where you want to get to. So that's why I think it's funny as I look back on that presentation I was listening to. 25 years. Man, Amazon's been a long time. Wonder why they push the politicians around. If I was around for 25 years and I've lost billions of dollars trying to run my business, I was like, hey, if you're going to help me, if you want me to help me, you got to find a way. If you want me to help you, you got to find a way to help me. And I see why Apple's the same way. And that's why you see how Amazon, so you see what happens when you don't reinvent yourself. Macy's, IBM, like they keep pushing these cars, keep watching their commercials on. I don't even know what their commercials are trying to do. I remember the only thing they keep pushing is this Watson thing, which is this computer that's supposed to do some kind of thing. But other than that, if you don't reinvent yourself fast enough, if you don't know how to sell your products, you're going to just be like Macy's and the retail places, JCPenney's. Eventually, like a place like Amazon is just pushing you around because you just don't sell to the people. Sometimes you don't have enough cashiers around. You don't work on the sell. You just make people wait. People want things quick. And in Amazon, you know what? The stuff doesn't even come quick, but then you click on a computer, you think it's coming quick. So that's an excellent strategy. But you know how it took them 25 years to build that strategy. And what do? Once they get you to click, they have you click on something else. What do? Send you a review. Hey, we want you to buy this product. You bought this. Why don't you consider that? That's the economy now. We don't have any more all these white-collar jobs where you used to be an executive or a manager. They're gone, man. That July 2008 recession, boof, wiped it out now. So the new economy is let's see what kind of executives rise from running a fulfillment center, keeping your warehouse running. Because like I keep telling you, Calvin and I worked at Petavina Mold and Dye in a 40,000 square foot warehouse on our own. And we didn't have vests, we didn't have glasses, and we didn't have a line like a rat telling me where to go get the stuff. We had an owner saying, if you want to get paid, brother, you better figure this out. Run the injection molding machine, go door-to-door selling. Run a printout. I actually printed out the cashiers, used whatever, when Quick was in its infancies or Excel. Hey, we want you to print out paychecks. I want you to go help Calvin make the sonic alarms. We made those first click alarm things. So let you show you. When I've been around a business thing, and you know what I realized? That for a successful business, you always have to be around. You always have to micromanage a little, pay attention to what's going on. Get around the people who are moving faster than you. So as I head for Breeders' Cup, let's see what I can learn. Let's see what I can learn beyond getting paid a $20 or $30 tip. Let's see if I can't get a tip to make me $100,000. Let's see if we can get a tip to accelerate my business. And that's what I'm thinking about today. So don't worry if you're failing in the short term. Your goal is to win. Just when things seem down like Apple or Amazon, you can look back and you'll be like the top of the mountain, while all these other companies, if they weren't like you and didn't keep failing, now they're going out of business, asking you to help them.